And with that, we'll go ahead and start the intros for episode 2 of the RT Fancast. That theme song was written by a user by the name of Automorphism on MuseScore. Definitely check him out. He is an amazing composer. I am your host, Chris, here with Vince.
Yo!
Marco.
Hello.
And Mary.
Help me.
Jeez. I just want to say that was the greatest intro I've ever heard in my entire life. And
I knew the moment I listened to it. It's like, I'm going to make this a podcast theme song.
Yeah, I rate it 10 out of 10. Would listen to again.
Yeah.
But we didn't actually hear anything, guys.
I didn't hear anything at all.
Oh, you guys didn't hear it?
No.
I didn't hear it.
Oh, shit.
Silence. I thought you were taking a while.
Okay, I'll screw it. I'll fix it in post.
Oh my god.
I'm sure it's lovely, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know why that happened.
It was caressing my ears in music. But
I was literally just waiting, and then when you started doing the introductions, I'm like, I guess it happened.
All right, I don't know why I don't know why that happened. I'll fix it in post. Anyway, it was an amazing theme song.
Thank you very much to whoever loaned it to us.
yes, thank you.
Yeah, I definitely got very, very official with the request to use this.
We are going to disgrace your music with our dialogue.
Presents.
With the rest of our podcast.
The theme song is going to be completely wonderful, and then there's me.
Yeah.
But
Then there's Petter.
yeah, Petter.
So, how are you guys doing tonight? How was your week?
Mine was alright. I go to school in the first half of the day, and the rest of the day I sit around and do nothing. But Friday, I got my liver ultrasounded, and I thought the gel would be cold, and it was not cold. It was hot. And that
Exciting
threw me
week,
off.
this Petter.
What?
Why'd you have to have an ultrasound of your liver?
he's
My
an
doctor
alcoholic.
Yes, I'm an alcoholic at the age of 20. No, my doctor believes that I have a blood disease called hemochromatosis.
Jesus.
And basically, I take in the same amount of iron as everybody else, but my body doesn't absorb it, so it just builds up. He is just being safe and checking to see if there's something wrong with my liver, because that may have something to do with it. And, I have a multitude of problems wrong with me. That's just one of them.
Man, so you had an ultrasound of your liver. Mary took a bus to the hospital.
Right, yeah.
This was a while ago, but I had an ultrasound of my balls.
Why? Give us the story behind that little adventure.
I think it was
I
after
I
Emphasis
walked
on
a certain
little.
event.
into a clinic because the doctor told me to go to that clinic, and he said, "Oh yeah, they're just gonna do a couple of ultrasounds, look at your body, see how you've developed so far, and what we need to give you." I'm like, "All right, I guess my bones and stuff." Yeah, they did do my bones. Then they're like, "Oh, come into this room with us," and I'm like, "Oh, this looks like a closet." No, I'm just kidding, but it was a medical room, and I noticed a machine that I had seen before when my aunt was pregnant. And I'm like, oh, I recognize that. Why is that here? And then he started pulling out, like, this gel stuff, that they do for ultrasounds. I'm like, what's he going to do with that? And then he's like, all right, I just need you to lay on there and pull down your pants. And, yeah.
Are you sure
So-
that it was a clinic and not the doctor's
Should we tell him
second
that's
house?
not a medical
Oh.
procedure?
I'm absolutely... No, they were looking at my nuts. They were looking at my testicles. I saw it on the screen myself.
Should we tell him that that's actually the new and improved casting couch?
Yeah, I was gonna ask him. I'm like, is it a boy or a girl?
I was going at...
So,
If you have balls,
so
I would
they-
think it's a boy, right?
so they scanned your bones, and then they scanned your bone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It feels weird having a bunch of like sticky jelly-like substance all over your area. I've never felt that before in my life.
Have you felt it since? For, fun?
No comment.
So,
Anyway, Chris,
For
how was your
fun?
week?
My week was incredibly stressful. Just beyond. So there are details with a friend of mine that I'm not okay with giving out. But she was super stressed, and I was doing everything in my power to not make her as stressed. Hold up, this is Coke coming
So
up.
you're saying you got laid?
No.
That
No.
should be the intro, that burp.
Coke's coming back. But
Everybody, welcome to
just
the-
this whole week, I've done everything possible to de-stress her, and not a whole lot has helped.
Oh my god.
Part of it did include
Massages,
Chocolate.
blowjobs.
What?
no
What?
part of it.
Ultrasounds.
Ultra rude.
Jesus Christ!
Wait,
No, I was, and she lives on campus. She lives in a different residence hall than I do, and I was at her room until like 4:15 in the morning. And the next day, I guess later that day, my roommate was asleep when I got back. He's like, "So, 4:15 in the morning, huh? How did that turn out?" Like, he was like full on, like he was being a jackass about it.
Oh my god,
let-
yes.
let me go back a little bit. Marco, how would a blowjob de-stress her?
Have you ever been in a bed with a woman? I haven't, I'm asking you.
No, not yet. But
Listen, if
then
you
how
like
you would-
it,
Yeah, I mean, Mary's a woman, ask her if that helps. Never mind, don't ask her if that helps. We know what Mary's about.
Well, basically, from what I heard, you were implying that his female friend is a hermaphrodite.
You realize blowjobs are like just
I
oral,
know-
right?
no,
I know what a
blowjobs
blowjob
are
is.
male exclusive. It's not called
Yeah.
a
I'm
blowjob
sorry.
if you go down on a girl.
I'm
That's
asking Chris if he either had sex or had a delicious meat pie. That's all I'm asking.
it's called cunnilingus.
Meat pie?
Nothing.
What?
Yeah, what the
No
hell is a
wonder
meat
you're-
pie, Marco?
No wonder you spend all your time masturbating in showers covered with urine of children.
I should mention,
All right,
like we
shout
did
out
last-
to last episode.
Yeah, I should mention that we are not affiliated with Rooster Teeth in any way. We are part of the fan community.
Oh yeah, forgot.
Yeah, because
forgot to
they've
mention
never
that in the
said
intro.
anything
we
that
are-
bad before. We're just like, this is the worst thing that...
Well,
Listen, Mary, I don't want to get sued.
Well, obviously.
Yeah,
All-
we are definitely not part of the company itself. We are just all RT fanatics.
Yes.
I fucking wish.
For how long?
Yeah.
How long have you guys been fan?
Let's
Going on 2 years now.
let's see. When did they put out Minecraft 50?
Minecraft 50.
Yeah.
That'd be
that
like a
was
year.
April or May of 2013.
Yeah.
It's funny though.
Okay, around then.
My knowledge of the company goes back way farther than that because I remember being a scrub when I started playing Halo Reach. It was like 2011. I was looking at videos of it, Halo videos, and I found Machinima channel, like the channel Machinima and some of their stuff, and I saw Red vs. Blue, but it was like episode however much. I'm like, that's a lot. I'm not fucking watching that. And I also stumbled upon Fails of the Week, and I watched like a couple episodes of that, and I didn't remember until I started watching it again. But the best video that I remember watching and not knowing it was a Rooster Teeth video was the Angry Birds movie trailer. I remember
Oh,
seeing
that was
it
Right, yeah.
fantastic.
and being like, "This is hilarious."
So
I think
I
that's
never
their most
clicked on the
watched
channel.
video.
Yeah, I never clicked on the channel, so I didn't know any further than that.
So this is my whole reach on Rooster Teeth. I knew of Red versus Blue back in middle school, which that was 7 years ago. So I knew about them, and for shits and giggles, one day I decided, well, my brother likes Minecraft. I might as well get into Minecraft too. And I saw clouds.
Oh.
And I go, oh man, that's awesome. It's like this group of college-age friends playing Minecraft and all of that. And they got a British guy, and then I started watching from episode 1 and so on and so forth. And then I got, I'm more of an Achievement Hunter fan. More of their Let's Play stuff than anything
feel you.
else. But then I started watching the shorts and all that, and fucking amazing.
Yeah.
One of the first videos I watched was when I actually was into it, because my friend was like, "Oh hey, watch Red vs. Blue." I'm like, "Oh, I heard of that. I'll watch it." And he's like, "Hey, by the way, watch everything else I'm like, okay.
Pretty
And
much.
the first RTAA he showed me was it was the headlight fluid one and the Gus's gas company one, and that was my favorite because I was laughing so hard and I was like, I want to cancel everybody's gas. That got me laughing so much.
Well, I found out about Red versus Blue in season 2, so that's like 2004. I've been a fan since. And then here's my embarrassing story. I called Jeff Geoff until like 2009.
Jeez.
No.
Yeah. I was like...
You did not go half a decade pronouncing his name wrong.
Yep, because like when Forced Enjoyment came out with Jack, I was still like an impressionable young person, and I was like, oh my god, Jack's so cute. Oh look, Geoff is so cute too.
Now Mary's a soulless adult.
No, I don't fangirl over people anymore.
Hey, let's be honest. Ray Narvaez Jr. is absolutely worth fangirling over.
Yeah. I liked him a lot better in the Let's Plays than his streams. While his streams are amusing, it just doesn't have the same comedy that
Well, his streams are just like
had.
Q&As pretty much.
So we're kicking Vince off the podcast after today, right?
I'm Petter. Yeah, kick Vince off, but keep Petter.
Yeah, Petter is better.
Well, I mean, so we have the list of like 14 or 15 people, and I'm just rotating who ends up in the 4th seat until we get through. I think it's going to be like episode 14 or 15 until I decide, okay, these 4, these 3 other people are going to be joining me as part of a semi-permanent cast.
God, I
So
feel
Don't
Vince,
do a
I'm
vote.
sorry.
Please, God, no, don't do it.
I have no friends.
No, I'm not going to do a vote. I'm going to let the lovely audience listening right now decide.
That's
I mean,
what I
Vince,
mean.
If you need me to fly all the way to Detroit and convince you,
I'll bring the
do
peanut
that.
butter.
Jesus.
All right. So speaking of that, so after that hour and a half long conversation, because that stretched about the whole episode.
Yeah,
I
watched it twice.
I was originally setting up to record yesterday, and it's like, okay, this week I'm gonna stay away from that kind of conversation. I'm gonna steer this podcast away. I'm in control. God damn it. We start and just immediately blowjob. It's like I have no control over this.
Okay.
It's just controlling this is impossible.
Okay, you will not get any more sexual innuendo from me. Or references like that.
From Mary.
I'll try to keep my stories to a minimum then. Marco,
Which is going to be hard because Vince only has sex stories about all the girls he's plowed.
Mark, you weren't here for the test one, but...
No, but I was here for the original one, Scrub. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, but you missed out on the fact that I'm a mod on a torrent site.
Oh.
And I'll leave it up to Chris to decide whether
It's
or
a
not if I
porn
should
torrent
mention
site.
what kind... God damn it, Mary. I was
Yeah,
leaving
I'm
it up
just
for
gonna, I'm
Chris
just gonna
to
go
decide.
with it. I'm just gonna go with it. Go
Chris, why
ahead and
don't you
tell the story.
go take a seat?
Spoiler
just
alert.
Watch some TV for a while. This is gonna...
So, I moderate, or I help mod a porn torrent site. And there are some great stories from it.
Damn it.
Like for example, the staff made a post in the staff only forum about conjoining IRC chats, and someone hit the feature button, which brings it up for everyone to see. So out of like 14 people, we got 25 votes. And then I'll have to find that one torrent that had the hilarious description. So I'll let someone else vamp while I look for it.
God. So basically what you're telling me is that through this, you found your new fetish, right?
No. No, I had all my fetishes predetermined before this.
While you're looking that up, we didn't ask Did we ask Chris? Chris, how did you get into Rooster Teeth, or what was the first song?
Speaking of fetishes.
Yeah.
I've been a fan since some point between 2009 and 2010, to the point where the first Rooster Teeth series I watched from the beginning was Fails of the Week.
You guys make me feel like a loser. Like, hey, you just joined last fucking Christmas or the Christmas before last.
And it was definitely before I started high school. Wow. So it would have been, like 2008 or 2009.
I wasn't allowed on the internet until I was in like sophomore year. So.
Because I didn't start high school until 2010.
Hey,
but yeah, so it was Fails of the Week, and then
I graduated from
as
high
that
school
went on,
in 2007.
I started.
Jesus.
I graduated 2014, I think. I'm not 100% sure.
About graduation. It's gonna be.
You didn't?
I did graduate in 2014, but it feels so long ago already, and I want to freaking no. It feels like it was very recently, but I still have friends who were like a year under or 2 years under, and they have friends who are 2 years under them and stuff. So I still see photos of like, oh, here's our assembly or our rally or us hanging out at the thing. I'm like, God damn it, I'm old. I don't know who you people are.
Well, technically, I didn't graduate from my school.
You're a fucking loser. I'm just kidding, buddy. I love you.
What does that mean?
GD?
I failed a couple of classes and I had to make up some credits.
Same.
By the end of
I was valedictorian.
By the end of the school year, I had to make up either 25 or 50 credits.
What?
Let me tell you something.
Holy shit.
Yeah. It was probably around 25, around that number, but I'm saying 50 because it was a year ago and I have a really shitty memory.
Because of a lot of circumstances, the year before my junior year, I had to make up classes. I made up 4 or 5 classes during the summer on the computer. Like, I made up credits. And then I had 7 classes, the class I had to take, and then an extra class my junior year, and then 7 classes in senior year. And my 7th class was basically, I didn't want to take 0 period because fuck that. So I took it after school, which is immediately after school. It's like everyone else goes home, I go to another classroom and waste away for another hour and a half. But it was a childhood development class. So not only did I have to go to that class, but then I had to go to a school and like intern there. So I was there even later. I ended up getting home around 6 or 7. But luckily, after a while, they let me choose my own school, so I went to one that was literally across the street from my apartment.
Well, speaking of wasting an hour and a half, I found the torrent description.
Oh, good. An hour and a half long porn, yeah.
So, here's the torrent description. Real couples exchange ideas. Fuck, she wrote. They seal, must not miss, real couples, horny interviews, and reality sex. And this isn't even like the best of this uploader's post. I don't know if he like uses Google Translate for his descriptions, but his descriptions are amazing.
Am I the only one who's a little weirded out that at this very moment Vince is on a porn site? Or a torrent site for porn?
We all have our,
I'm not worried about it at all.
Like, we don't see what Vince sees. He could be...
Yeah, okay, well, maybe that's
stuff.
his thing. Podcasting while porning.
Porning? You have no problem saying me jerking off in a shower, but no, you have to say porning when it comes to him? No, he's jerking off. We know it.
Well, it might not be exclusively, it could be a little digital action also.
I'm
trying to be good.
I'm sitting here at my dinner table, and right next to me is my friend Jacob. So yeah, I'm sitting down. I'm jerking it.
Well,
to
he's
porn.
doing it
Maybe
for you.
he's hand jobbing. I don't know. Maybe he's
No,
Helping
Jacob's not. No.
Friendly tug.
Jacob, use helping hand. It's super effective.
God.
It is super effective.
Jacob, you're going to have to watch the podcast. It's great. I tried to figure out a way. Oh, he says hi. I was trying to figure out a way how you could listen into the podcast.
I fucking heard you, Jacob. Don't think I didn't fucking hear you.
So this
Yeah,
is
that was definitely a very soft whisper.
essentially what he said is, "I fucking heard you, Jacob."
No, let him listen. Let him listen later. I want him to feel the fear.
Well, so he wouldn't hear you. So what I was planning to do is I have a headphone splitter, and I was going to have him plug in his headphone, and then I would have mine plugged in. But it defaulted my mic to my laptop's microphone, which sounded fine in Audacity, but when I exported it, it sounded scratchy and robotic and all that. So yeah, I couldn't do that. So Jacob's just going to have to watch the podcast and re-listen to me talking again.
Now that I think about it, Chris, don't you usually have like a table of contents or something we have to talk about, or do you not have that this week?
I don't have like a table of so for last week I had a list of stuff. We didn't get through the whole list, so I decided not to put myself through the effort of doing that again. I do have a few tabs on my computer open, which would be much easier to get through than a list.
I want to go on to our like mini political rant segment, and I want to address this. What this is going into to everybody who, I'm sorry if any of you here are, or anybody listening, is a Donald Trump supporter. I genuinely think you lack a few brain cells, and I'm sorry for you.
Is this in any way related to how he didn't respond to the guy who said Obama was Muslim? I feel like that's where this is coming from.
That wasn't even the worst part of that question.
That wasn't even, that wasn't what I was going to go into, but that I also saw that, and that was a bit weird. That just made me uncomfortable, like, alright, weird.
The worst part was when he's like, when can we get rid of the Muslims? It's like, what? What?
No, yeah. And then he says, yeah, we're going to be looking into a lot of things. Like, obviously he didn't want to say, oh, yeah, bro, like we're going to get rid of all the Muslims, like, right in front of everybody.
It's like, yeah, we have a few options to look into. It's like, what the hell, dude?
Why wouldn't you say, listen, buddy, that's not cool. That's not a... He wouldn't correct the guy, because if he corrects the guy, then everybody who supported him is going to be like, he don't want to get rid of Muslims.
He's riding the wave of controversy to help him when he eventually doesn't get the presidency and needs to look for something else.
Yeah, because they always pick a moderate.
We need Democrat this fucking...
Bernie Sanders, man. He's smart and shit.
Thank God for Bernie Sanders. I'm worried. I subscribe to that theory that Bernie Sanders should be very careful what he eats, where he goes, who he trusts, or who he keeps in his inner circle. Because that guy, I feel a JFK coming.
What?
Speaking of
dude.
Jesus.
And speaking of uncomfortable, Tumblr has a great idea for Donald Trump. I've been trying to say this for the past minute or so.
What is it?
So we give him the Benedict Cucumber Patch treatment, except we actually like Benedict Cumberbatch. You don't say his name correctly. Benedict Cumberbatch?
Yes. I'm like, don't
Sherlock?
you dare insult Sherlock. And Smaug.
I don't know who that is. I'm not kidding with you.
He's the...
Is he... Oh, Sherlock guy.
And
okay.
Smaug.
Yeah, he's the... He was also the bad guy... No, he was Khan in the Star Trek movie.
And he was also a child molester
nerds.
in...
What are you talking about?
Something else.
TV! Well, yeah, so... Basically, if you want to talk about Ronald Trump, just fuck up his name.
Like what TYT does, where they blurred his face, except not now, because he's actually winning the Republican...
You know what? I hope he gets it.
It's not going to get him anywhere.
I hope he gets the Republican nomination, because then we'll have
votes.
a Democrat for president.
Basically what the polls are people going around to every street corner where nobody knows a damn thing about politics. Like, hey, who do you want to vote for? This list of old people you don't know? Or Donald Trump? Fucking of The Apprentice fame.
It sort of scares me, because didn't we have a couple presidents that were movie stars? Yeah.
Ronald Reagan.
And JFK, I believe.
JFK?
Yeah, a friend told me that. I really wanted to go and convince a lot of people to write in for John Cena as president, but
Jesus Christ.
No.
You can't.
No.
He has to be running.
I mean, he'd probably be the same, to be honest with you. As much This is
However,
one
his
thing
arm
that
could
I've,
probably
always
wipe
seen
out
with, like,
North Korea. Well, the bad part.
this is the thing I've always seen about like certain celebrities, especially I guess wrestlers. Not really all wrestlers, but people that you look up to that are, I'm gonna go out and say it, white. They tend to be kind of like not super cool about stuff. For instance, what Hulk Hogan was going on about, where apparently he went on like a racist tirade or some shit like that.
Yeah, 10 years ago he did.
That
Yeah.
was 10 years ago? Why are they just bringing it up
Yeah.
now?
Because people are fucking stupid.
Oh. Well,
I don't know
like,
why
for
they're
instance,
bringing it up now, but it was between 10 and 20 years ago he went on this
That's
rant.
my beef. That's also my beef with Arnold Schwarzenegger. This guy coming in here talking about Mexicans and stuff. Where are you from?
And who has he been,
Austrian guy.
tiddlywinking?
Tiddly.
What?
Who has he fucked? That's
He
what
was doing his maid, his Mexican maid, and he's talking
Doesn't
shit
he have
about
like
Mexicans.
two
Does
kids?
Mary,
No,
did
one
you-
kid.
did you
He has one kid with the maid.
Did you say tiddlywinking?
Yeah,
Yeah, he
I'm
did.
Did I hear
trying to
that
be like polite and ladylike and shit.
PG. He's trying to be PG. He was having an affair with his Mexican maid.
Yes, he
Mary.
was.
he plunged his knob in her clunge.
All right.
Yum yum.
So we strayed a bit from topic. We strayed the tiniest bit.
Okay, yeah, so I have a few tabs open here of just like, not even stuff I went and searched for the podcast, but like stuff I found as I was surfing the internet, because that's all I did. That's all I did today, aside from laundry and order Domino's.
Wow.
So the first thing
Living
is
life.
the Insane Clown Posse lawsuit against, because the FBI labeled their fans as a gang, the Juggalos.
God.
They won. So here's the headline: Insane Clown Posse lawsuit wins appeal in suit against FBI for gang designation.
Nice.
A federal appeals court has ruled in favor of ICP in their bid to get the FBI to remove the Detroit hip-hop duo's followers, known as Juggalos, from a gang list.
God. Who lives in Detroit? That place.
I do.
Listen, I was gonna say the ICP is sort of weird, but not really dangerous. Their fans, however,
They're weirdos, but they're not gangs.
their fans are crazy.
You listen to me. I have met fans of Insane Clown Posse. You're absolutely right. They are nut
They're-
jobs.
Yeah, well, you want to know who else is crazy? Hardcore soccer fans.
Hey.
They will mob and they will kill.
Mira pendejo. I mean, listen,
There's no
Chris.
reason. There's no reason
But they
Juggalos
also
should be
get hot
designated as a
chicks to
gang.
pose naked. So
That's
yeah.
a win.
Wait, the soccer or the juggalo?
they both.
I don't.
Only
I don't pay
one you'd
attention
want to
to
see.
either.
That's what the FIFA scandal was about. See, it was them posing naked women who weren't of age.
I think Marco's on the list now.
I've been on a list, yeah. After last podcast release, I've gotten several emails.
Seriously?
But, I mean, if you just ignore the, like, quote-unquote blacklisting enough, it'll go away, right?
Do you get the reference I was making? The Chris Henson
No.
or whatever?
Chris Henson?
Oh,
You
the-
mean, come have a seat over here?
Yeah, you're on the list now.
See, you know who he is, but you don't know who Vince McMahon is.
Who?
I made
Vince, like, right here sitting
I made
here
a
in this
Vince
podcast?
McMahon joke and nobody got it. Well, I mean,
Oh,
Chris
yeah,
got
I
it. Chris got it.
Hey-oh.
I absolutely got that shit. Are you kidding me?
Fucking old
That's
people.
another thing I started when I was younger. I stumbled. I don't remember what I was doing. I stumbled onto an episode of Raw,
And you started it.
like
Are you
years and
ready
years
to
I went-
ago, and like I still watch it now. Like I'm 19, I will still occasionally flip to it and watch it.
God forbid you be any older than, like, 12 and watch that. I think you can watch it
I went
whatever
to
age
a
you are.
live show when I was like 22, 21.
Mary, how-
That's living
I'm
the
not-
dream.
I don't want to ask, but Jesus, it makes it sound like you're way older than that. You don't look anything over like a teenager.
Thanks. I can totally buy you alcohol though, but pretend I didn't say that because I don't want to get
Yeah,
arrested.
Marco,
I
you
mean-
gotta be careful where you're taking that compliment, man.
You think anything? Oh yeah, she's married, huh? You think anyone from the government is gonna listen to this?
Not yet.
I hope Donald Trump's PR guy listens.
Oh
to
yeah,
this.
I'm
God,
sure we're on
listen to
his
me.
list.
If you're listening,
His next speech
if
is
you're
going to be
listening
the
to this,
RT
Donald Trump's
podcast.
PR guy, I want you to give him this
Fancast.
message. Nobody
Fancast.
cares about you. Go away.
Didn't Donald Trump make all
Wow.
his money by suing people? Damn it, I said his name
He made all
correctly.
his money
Didn't he make
from
all his
having a
Everybody
rich
does.
father.
Yeah.
Damn it, I was going to say something earlier and you guys fucked me up. Shit. Oh, the last time I watched anything that had to do with wrestling was either Shrek or Nacho Libre.
Shrek.
Yeah, there was a wrestling scene in either Shrek. Shrek, the
yeah,
first one.
yeah.
I
First
think it
one.
might be Nacho Libre, the wrestling.
Was
thing.
that good?
God, Nacho Libre. That was
It
that was a
was
pretty
great
good
movie.
movie.
Right.
Incredibly accurate to Mexico as a whole.
Nacho.
I mean, it was definitely it was campy, and it was like
Yeah.
obviously a very campy Jack Black movie.
Seriously,
but it was
the
still
only
pretty
reason
good.
it was good is because Jack Black was in it. Jack Black made that like.
Has Jack
Absolutely.
Black
Had it been
and
anybody else, this would have been a racist piece
have
of
Jack
crap.
Black and
But,
Will
you know,
Ferrell
it
been
was
in a
funny
movie
saying.
together?
I don't want to know.
I think it'd be magic.
Did you know Jack Black's parents
I
are rocket
don't know.
scientists?
Yeah.
You what?
His parents are rocket scientists.
Oh yeah, huh? No wonder he's a fucking.
What?
He's a
What does that
fucking
have to
what?
do with anything?
I'm just gonna stop myself.
He's
Finish
fucking
that.
great. I agree.
What?
Yeah, he's great. Absolutely, love him. Salt to the earth.
Jack Black and Will Ferrell were in Anchorman.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Anchorman's great. But I mean, like a starring role. Jack Black was like in the, he was like a side character.
Well, wasn't there a movie
Aside
where
from like Jack Black and
like Andy Samberg played Adam Sandler's son or something?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
I
and
love
that
that
was
movie.
funny.
Everyone said
that
it
was
sucked.
a good. I watched that movie for the first time on my.
I'm sorry,
I went
Chris.
to I went to Costa Rica between my junior and
fancy.
senior years of high school, and one of the motels we stayed in because
Fucking
it was a
Costa
school
Rica.
trip, we couldn't afford hotels. I saw that movie the first time in Spanish. I'd never seen it before.
They showed you that movie in Spanish.
It just happened to be on one of the TV
Oh,
channels
Lord.
we flipped through.
All right,
It was amazing.
but Adam Sandler's voice in Spanish is like literally stabbing into your eardrums, right? Like taking a rusty screwdriver and stabbing it into your eardrums.
Not necessarily.
Interesting. My mic can pick that up.
What, the sound of
I
you
just
jerking
cracked
off?
my shoulder. No,
Damn it, there
Um,
goes my ladylikeness.
Damn it,
Speaking-
Mary! I just took a bite of pizza.
Speaking
You're
of
not
jerking off,
sharing,
how's
so fuck you.
So,
God damn it.
Jacob. Speaking of Jacob, damn it, I fucked it.
You're a fucking idiot.
Shut up. So, speaking of jerking
Okay,
off,
so,
how's Jacob?
He could just
Jacob's
listen
fine.
to it. He could just listen to it, later.
Jacob's doing. You guys can hear him.
This suddenly became a 5-person podcast. I don't know how.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
no,
Chris,
we gotta knock this back down to 4.
Chris tried his hardest
All
to.
right. I guess
it
it's
at
my
4.
time. All right. Apparently,
No,
Jacob is the new
Marco.
member of Pi.
Marcaluna.
Fuck me.
All right, so
Actually, Jacob's going to
Speaking-
replace me.
Dude, always a
speaking
white
of
person. Always the white people taking my job.
Hey, you
speaking
don't know
of
if Jacob's white or not. He is, but you wouldn't know.
I know every person with a J I have ever met whose name starts with a J has been white.
You've not met a Jesus then?
Jacob, Justin. Sorry, Jesus? Oh, actually, no, I have met a Jesus. Never mind.
Yeah, what?
He's a fucking
What?
loser.
What?
What happened?
I have met a Jesus, and he is a loser.
But we're not
Don't speak bad
characterizing
about
anybody.
Jesus.
You said that, man. Nobody fucks with the Jesus.
Oh, have you guys seen Fist of Jesus?
he's a hey loser.
He's a loser.
Have you guys seen Fist of Jesus?
You see what?
Fist of Jesus.
Fist.
Yeah.
of Je- Man, is this on the
no.
uTorrent site you mod?
No, it's on YouTube.
Jesus.
Here, I'll send you the link.
No.
It's YouTube. It's
I don't
not
wanna
porn.
see
Trust me.
that. Yeah, I'm gonna trust the guy who mods a uTorrent site for porn.
It's not uTorrent. uTorrent's a
Dildo torrent.
program.
A torrent site for porn.
You're
What
genius.
is this?
You
Okay,
know I'm
so-
absolutely right.
It's
On
a,
IMDb,
yes, but you're
there's-
calling
there's-
it uTorrent.
I'm sorry.
There's a- it looks-
torrent site for porn.
It looks like there's a Fist of Jesus game and a
Yeah.
Fist of Jesus movie.
Is it one of those Flash games that Funhouse
Yeah. I like those. I always look them up in my private time.
plays?
Holy crap, the Fist of Jesus movie has 7.1 stars on IMDb.
Damn. Must be great.
What is this?
I'll,
What is going
I'm
on?
imagining
What's
it's
my-
not in the porn category. I'm imagining it's like a...
It's not.
Oh, you'd be
It's
surprised.
not.
There's porn on IMDb, definitely.
Does it get that high
And some of it
ratings?
ranges into the sun. For me, it does.
Open up, you fuck.
Oh, Fist of Jesus is free on Google Play.
Are we just gonna start watching a movie right now?
No,
All together? Commentary?
I'm getting the link right now. It's taking fucking forever. They blame my brother.
Is he also jacking you off?
No.
Distracting
You know,
a bit?
I knew this was going to happen. Thank you, Mary. I wanted to leave it up to
You gotta-
Chris to
you
decide
gotta
whether
take-
or not I spoke about it, and
Listen, Vince,
Now
you
you
gotta take your
spoke.
lumps. You gotta take your lumps.
Yeah.
Jesus. All right,
right?
so listen to the description. This
No,
is the
I read-
description for the Fist of Jesus video game. Listen
Let's
to
hear it.
this. Fist of Jesus tells the adventures of Jesus and Judas, where the world is now full of zombies caused by something going wrong during Lazarus'
That's
resurrection.
amazing!
yes,
Comedy,
that's it.
cowboys, the Roman army, and mythological creatures packed with endless fun. It's a gore beat-em-up zombie game. I have
Yes.
no
That
idea what's
sounds
happening.
amazing.
Okay,
Christ.
Okay, we need to...
when you get the
somebody needs
chance,
to do a
watch
Let's
the
Play
video
of
I
that.
linked.
Alright.
Uh,
Next week,
I
right
think
here, we premiere Let's Play Fist of Jesus, Part 1.
I would be down to do that.
Somebody who can record it, and then I'll do commentary, because I don't
All right,
play
I'll
video
do it.
Oh,
games, fucking nerd.
What?
What?
Marco just said video games is for nerds.
He doesn't play video games, and then he called us nerds. What?
I don't
We're
know what
kicking
you're
you out of the
talking
fucking club, dude.
about. Check the audio.
We will.
Play back the tape. I didn't say it.
So yeah, speaking back to before Fist of Jesus and what you guys thought it was, I'd rather be the person who's known for being a mod on a porn torrent site than the boy who's covered in piss.
I'm
Who told
absolutely
him?
fine.
I
with
watched the video.
Anything I've
Oh,
said
yeah.
getting
Yeah,
associated with
it
me.
was
I told
definitely
you.
on the podcast.
See how I forget things already? This is why I'm on medication. Take it.
I'm absolutely fine with being the chick
Uh,
who's into BDSM. That's cool. It's
Oh, yeah, of
accurate.
course,
Yeah,
not
that's
embarrassing.
normal.
People hear that and they're like, "Oh, that's hot." People hear this.
Well,
kid
they
talking
wouldn't
about
if
how
they
he's
saw
covered
what
in
I
his
looked like.
cousin's urine.
They'd be like, ugh.
You'd be surprised. Sometimes all they need is a voice,
Oh,
Mary.
Jesus.
Jesus. I like how you got up on the mic to say that.
Okay, this is
Marco, you're just a jackass.
I am.
Marco, there are people who find your
You
story
shouldn't have
hot,
let
but
me
they're on
Hey,
the
what
list
did you
with
guys
think of Until Dawn Part 7?
You made me no. Hold on. You reminded me of something, and this is. I was gonna save it for the Halloween edition, but this is just one short part of the many stories. When I was in 10th grade, I obviously hadn't gone to puberty yet because I'm a loser, and I was going trick or treating around with my friend, and we were going to the houses, and I'm like, I noticed that when I talk to adults, my voice gets all high pitched for some reason. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try
Is
to
it 'cause they're
lower
trying
it,
to touch your butt?
nonchalantly. Shut up. So
They're doing
I
an
was trying
ultrasound
to
on him.
make my voice sound lower, but not sound like I was trying to make it lower. So I go up and I'm like, I do it. I'm like, I think I did a pretty good job, saying that. So I'm like, all right, I did it again. I'm like, oh, there's this lady. I love her. I don't know who she is, but I love her. And I'm like, trick or treat. And she's like, here you go, happy Halloween. I'm like, fuck you. She said nothing else. I just walked away, and my friend was just staring at me like, all right, so you wanna talk about it?
So,
Yeah,
speaking
she
of
saw through it.
speaking of hitting puberty, for the
No.
longest amount of time, I couldn't grow facial hair properly. Like, it would grow and all that. And in the past
Same.
year, I have a goatee, I have a mustache and all that. I did not know that when you have a mustache, though, you could potentially, rip it out of your lip with your teeth.
Oh.
What the fuck?
My mustache is long enough and because my hair is curly, my facial hair is somewhat curly. It curls into my mouth when I'm chewing. I'm sitting down right before the podcast. I'm sitting down eating a sandwich. I go, ow, fuck! What was that? I pulled out one of my mustache hairs while eating my sandwich with my.
Oh my god!
That's some like fucked up skill.
Now, do you think you could do that, but with your pubic hair?
Oh, Jesus.
You'd have to remove a rib first.
Marco, come on.
You have to like, can you get down there?
Granted that facial hair is grown after you hit puberty, facial hair and basically body hair is pubic hair. So, yes. Also,
point. Wrong, but good
Yeah.
point.
How am I wrong? It grows after you hit puberty. It is classified as pubic hair.
Vince, I understand your opinion and I see it, and it's okay to be wrong. You know.
God, you sound like Bernie having a conversation with Gavin
God.
about upside down in space. It was like, Gavin was absolutely right.
But does pubic hair grow on faces?
I'm gonna look up. God, safe search off. I'm gonna look up the definition of pubic hair. I gotta see who's
Listen,
right.
even
here.
if it isn't classified as pubic hair, I am correct that it grows
That's
after
your
you hit
I don't-
opinion.
It
don't
grows
think-
after
It's not
puberty.
officially classified as that. That's
I don't.
your
I think
opinion.
it's just. I don't think even like ass hair is considered pubic hair.
Wow.
Nope, pubic hair is just hair on the genital area.
Yeah. What?
Thank you.
Have you
Two podcasts in a row. I am right. I am always right.
Shut up. Have you seen a 6-year-old with facial hair?
Yes.
No,
It,
because that
it
doesn't
may
happen.
be it may be hair that grows after puberty, but you can't
That's what
qualify
I-
it as pubic hair.
That's
you know
what
why it's
I'm
called
saying.
pubic hair? Puberty spurts from the area down there, your genitals, from your testicles. 'cause
I
that-
don't have
well,
testicles.
For men, because that gives. I said for men, because that's. But the area where that grows, do you know where that's called? That area right there above your penis, or your crotch area. That's a pubis. It's called a pubis.
It's called the honky tonk badonkadonk.
It's called the forbidden forest.
Yeah. Aragog.
Marco, based on what you just said, our deepening of voices isn't hitting puberty then, because it just happened the pubis down, right?
No.
You
this
just
is
said
part
that.
Of the process.
Check the
no,
tape.
I didn't say that. Check the play back the tape. Puberty is a process as a whole throughout the whole body that stems from your testicles releasing testosterone. I know, motherfucker, because this
My
didn't happen to me
testicles
until a
never
year ago.
released testosterone,
I
guys.
have to get injections so that it happens.
Mary's
Oh,
going
that
back to
fucking
the not
sucks.
having testicles thing.
If we were on a set right now,
If you
on a
could
set,
let me
like,
borrow
all
one of
four us,
yours, I
like,
could
in
grow
one
some
place,
in
I
a
would
garden,
walk off.
and then I would have my very own.
Oh my god.
So,
Pubic garden.
Marco,
Okay,
you said,
interesting. Marco, listen
Yeah.
to this. Puberty is a process of physical changes through which a child's body matures into an adult body. It is initiated by hormonal signals from the brain to the gonads.
There you go.
Ovaries for
see?
girls, nuts for guys. So it starts in the brain, but it goes
yeah,
down
everything
to
starts
the
in the brain.
reproductive
Come on.
system.
See, my brain.
It's all
was
the brain
good.
anyway.
My testicles were the ones that were saying no.
Like,
go
you
fuck
know,
yourself.
when you get like a boner, but like you don't want
No, they
it
were
at
actually
that
saying
time?
no, you will not fuck yourself.
Like, you
Oh,
know, when
sorry.
you get an awkward
Oh,
boner and you're trying to talk
Oh,
it
yeah.
down. You're trying to talk your brain down.
down, boy, down.
I like how Mary is talking from experience.
Hey,
I
Marco,
never
how
said I
old
didn't
are
have a
you?
penis, did I? I just said I didn't have nuts, right?
Marco, how old
Oh,
are you?
good lord.
I am 18 years old, sir.
I'm the second oldest here.
Wow.
That's interesting. Well, Marco, here's something that will really piss you off. In high
You
school
sure
and middle
you want to
school,
incite? You sure you want to incite this?
in high school and middle school, I was the only person in my PE class that had body hair. I
Yeah, I
hit
know.
puberty
I know.
when I was 12 or 13.
I know a kid like you. Maybe not
I
just
hit
like you.
I hit puberty 5 years before you did.
God.
You must have been drinking
I
that
would've hit it
special
too.
water.
You mean the Kool-Aid?
No, just the water that's got all like the stuff from like chemical plants in
The-
it.
I
No,
tell you,
I
he's
don't
drinking
drink water.
the right, and Vince
The
is drinking
hormone
the fucking
water?
Kool-Aid right now.
No, I'm actually
Grape
drinking
flavored.
Pepsi right now, but yeah, I don't drink water.
If you guys don't realize, the drinking the Kool-Aid thing is like a reference
Jonestown.
to
I get it.
and how they do that
Yes.
suicide thing with their
You know it wasn't
It was-
Kool-Aid.
It was either it was either Colts or.
Jeez.
Wow.
I had a 50-50 shot at
Listen.
getting it right.
Dude.
Cut that.
Yeah.
Cut that, please.
Nope, that was bad.
You have to cut
No,
that.
no,
You
leave it
can't-
in,
That
leave
was
it
bad.
in.
No. Last time you left every bit of things we said in, and I thought that was going to get cut. You didn't bleep that. You have to bleep that out.
No, leave
All
it
right,
in.
yeah,
leave it
I'll-
You know it wasn't
I'll
Kool-Aid, it was
cut that
Flavor
one.
Aid.
Please, write that down. Write that down.
Just
down.
fun fact.
Flavor
Yeah,
Aid.
it was
Christ.
Flavor Aid that
No.
the douchebag in Jonestown's killed all the people with. Yeah.
So going back on the water thing, yeah, I don't drink water. You could ask Jacob. I don't think he's ever seen me drink water.
I drink water now. I used to not.
I
drink,
don't
but
understand
realized
why
am
people
I
are
an asshole,
proud.
so
Like
drink
I
water
don't
now.
drink the substance that is entirely good for me. There's no downside.
Yeah, I don't-
It's like when people are like, "I don't read. I'm an adult and I don't read books." It's like, what's wrong with
I don't
you?
do it to be edgy or like
I
mean,
don't drink water because I can't stand the taste of water.
There are
And
people
regardless,
on both sides who do it like that, where they're like, I don't drink water, and they think they're so cool, or I drink water, so I'm better than. And I'm not. I used to not drink water because I wanted to drink soda, and now it's like I kind of want water, so that's.
I can't
It's
stand
just
the
it.
taste of it. It
Yeah.
It doesn't
and
taste like
some,
anything.
Some people get.
I'm
It
drinking water
does.
right now.
It tastes like the reciprocal it came out of. If you drink, if it
Then maybe
if
you
drink it
should
from a
not
filter,
get tainted water.
Vince, I just had a swig of water in my mouth instead of a beer.
Very- it- yeah,
Maybe you
it-
should
the
stop
will
drinking
kill you.
water out of butts.
God, let me. If you drink it from tap, it tastes slightly
Yes.
of metal. If you drink it from a purifier, it tastes of chemicals. You drink it from a bottle, it tastes of plastic. The only time I can drink water without it tasting off is if I drink from a frozen bottle.
So, guys, what I'm getting at here is that Vince is my opposite in every single way.
Yes, I'm also quite tall.
Oh my god, he's my opposite. I think I just found my not my doppelganger, my like
Mirror.
reverse of me.
Oh, speaking of mirrors, I
The
had
anti-Marco.
Speaking of
I-
do I what?
Speaking of mirrors, I had a costume class
Fucking
last year, and I'm in the class, and they're and because costume class is part of the film and acting class, I had to help in a play.
How many
eh,
fucking theater students are
not
in this
me.
podcast?
I'm not a theater student. My friend
Well,
asked
we-
me to
well,
take
we
the class
were.
so it wouldn't get dropped.
I wasn't putting down theater
so-
students, by the way.
Me neither. They're awesome.
I'd happily
I am.
have sex with a lot of them.
I'm absolutely putting all of you down.
What was that, Mary?
I was one of you, and I'm putting you all down. You guys need to calm down and stop being over dramatic. Enjoy life. Go outside. Stop worshiping your theater teacher.
All right, so two other film students helped, named Albert and Eric. Albert was this tall, skinny Mexican dude, brown hair, brown, buff, dark skin, and he had a friend named Eric. Did I say the same name twice?
No, you
Okay.
said whatever the fuck the other guy's name was,
Well,
and Eric.
So Eric, this tall, skinny white guy
yeah.
with orange hair, he looked exactly the same as Albert. Like, they stood together and they were mirroring each other's moves. I'm like, guys, stop it. I don't take drugs and I feel like I'm tripping right now.
Jesus.
They were exactly the same. To the point where I wanted to make a video where someone, they would both be in it, and someone would be talking to Eric, and then Eric steps to go get something, and Albert comes out and continues the conversation. They
I
look
think
that
that
similar.
video would have gotten removed by the FBI.
Why? It's not
'Cause
porn, you
too-
motherfucker.
No, because it's too freaky.
uh,
Like that's some alien type cloning shit that they wouldn't want the public to see.
yeah, well, it's fucking weird.
Now that you're on the subject of videos, the one video I wanted to talk about, which going back to Donald Trump, yeah, we've come full circle, is this one that TYT covered about what the Young Turks. It's a YouTube channel. Liberal bastards. I love them. But basically they took like a group of cameramen, I guess, and interviewers, and went to an Iowa State football game where Donald Trump was, and they asked them like, what are you tired of hearing about Donald Trump? And they just went on and on about how, like, I don't know why people, like, criticize him for having money. Like, it means he's successful and this and that. And I swear to you, one guy said, he just wants to make America great again. And the other guy's like, yeah, he's like, George Washington. I wanted to end my life so badly.
That's not true. That didn't happen.
That
There's
happened.
No way.
This is a video. I will give you the link to this video. Put it in the link dump or something.
Speaking of presidents,
it was fucking horrible.
Again,
and I wanted to kill myself.
I saw a picture, and you guys know what the real reason behind the split on slaves in when Lincoln was president, right?
I got a D in history.
Okay, so I'll explain this picture first. So it was Abraham Lincoln holding up a sign and yelling out "free slaves," and someone goes, "Oh yeah, we should free the slaves," and all that. And the next picture was
get money.
The next picture was him saying, "Yeah, free the slaves," and in the background you just see like a popcorn stand of slaves. And so the reason why, aside from that, and the other reason why I found it funny is Abraham Lincoln didn't want to get rid of all the slaves. He wanted to regulate it but not get rid of it, and he was misinterpreted. There was a civil war because someone was too stupid to understand. I think that might have just been
like a funny little comic you saw.
No, it's true. I'll look it up right now.
Regardless, he signed the Emancipation Proclamation, which freed the slaves. So
yeah. So I don't think that's true.
I mean, that's a pretty ballsy move if you don't entirely believe it. Plus, he got his brain shot out of his body.
Yeah, I don't think he would have risked his fucking life for that. I think he would have just been like, no, guys, I meant here, have a bunch of free slaves.
How do you spell Abraham?
Wow.
Shut up.
Wow.
So, we should start having like an IQ test before we let people on.
IQ doesn't determine anything.
No, but like, I don't have to take the test because I'm already here.
I was going to make a joke and you completed it for me.
No, I mean, Vince, you do have to take the test, but nobody
Dude,
else.
IQ
especially
doesn't
not me.
determine shit.
Not
it
me
determines where you live, basically.
What?
Yes,
if
IQ
you have
is your
someone
zip
take an
code.
IQ...
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Listen, if you took an IQ test...
he's
Shut the fuck
Gavin
up,
and
dude,
Brandon's love child.
This guy's IQ is 24. Kentucky.
Okay, shut up and listen. So, an IQ test, when you take an IQ test, is based on that area around you. So, if I took an IQ test in Kentucky, I wouldn't know shit there. Take one here, probably still wouldn't know shit, but I would score higher. It is based on that
I'm
area.
pretty sure I could. I'm pretty sure I could take an IQ test in Kentucky and do just fine.
So you're telling me California's IQ test is like, if there's a high surf out, do you take a longboard or a fucking normal surfboard? And on like Kentucky, it's like, do you cut the chicken's head off before you start peeling it?
Having sex with it.
Before you start peeling it, do you peel a chicken?
What
I'm
the
Mexican.
fuck?
We peel everything.
You have to defeather it, dude.
Yeah, they defeather, they take off the thing, whatever. I don't do it. My mother does it. All right. Do I look like a guy who's gonna get in the goddamn kitchen? I'm just kidding. I love women.
Wow.
I'm a feminist.
Holy crap, Marco! Are you kidding me?
I can make pancakes if that'll make you happy.
Waffles.
Future wife of mine, love of my life.
In case you happen to be listening to this obscure podcast I'm on.
Well, that's why he's doing it.
If I'm ever so lucky as to meet a woman who, God forbid, want to marry me, I'm gonna delete this from my hard drive history and everything.
Right, because that deletes it from the internet.
Yeah,
An IQ test is intelligence quotient. It is a score derivative from one of several standardized tests.
Yeah, it says
standardized
how much
tests
you are
designed to assess human intelligence. So,
where does it say it's based on if you live on Kentucky?
Motherfucker, let me speak. IQ scores have been shown to associate with such factors as morbidity and mortality, parental social status, and to a substantial degree, biological parent IQ. While the heritability of IQ has been investigated for nearly a century, there is still debate about the significance of heritability estimates and the mechanics of inheritance. So basically what it's saying is, if, going back to when this was standardized, I saw, where's he here? In the early 20th century, if a lower class, shut the fuck up. If a lower class,
I'm sorry.
if a lower class citizen took the IQ test that a higher class citizen would take, they wouldn't have the same scores, even if they had the same measure of intelligence.
Okay, but
it's based
IQ is
where
like
you
like the
stand.
SATs. You don't talk about it after a
Rooster
certain
Teeth.
point. You just, it doesn't matter. The arguably most intelligent, most brilliant scientific minds, entertaining minds, comedic minds that live on Earth, nobody cares about IQ. It's like something you talk about when you're younger because you think a number means something, but a number doesn't really mean anything.
People only care about how big your dick is. That's it.
Okay, so back on
Well, you wouldn't care, would
back
you?
on Abraham Lincoln.
For me, it's no big
Mother.
deal.
Second week in a
Back to
row.
Abraham Lincoln.
Throwback.
Lincoln stood by the Republican Party platform in 1860, which stated that slavery should not be allowed to expand into any more territories. So he didn't want it to expand from the South. They thought he wanted to get
What's
rid
your
of it.
major, Vince?
Fuck if I know, General Ed. I haven't
Jesus
said it yet.
Christ. You should become a historian. I'm not trying to insult you. You really should, because you sound just like my history teacher.
Well, I think he's reading something.
Except for the motherfucker let me speak part.
For Wikipedia.
When he said that, motherfucker let me speak, I was expecting him to turn into Sam Jackson and be like, I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing, that kind of thing.
Hey,
Thank
have you ever
you,
seen Drunk
Mary.
History?
I've seen parts of it.
I've seen the with Jack Black where he was what's his name? War of the Worlds.
Orson Welles.
He was
Yeah, there you
also in the first one. He was Ben Franklin.
You guys watch Key and Peele?
Yeah.
The only one
Occasionally.
The only one I saw was the one with the overly flamboyant gay guy who turned out to be the asshole.
Yeah. Tumblr in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Wait.
God, Tumblr.
I did something the other day. I gotta tell you.
Oh God, what'd you do?
It's
Who'd
a
you
very
kill?
quick story. I typed into Tumblr. I typed Mike off, like Michael and Jeff, and
Oh,
I looked at it
Jesus,
for about
no.
6 seconds, and I was like, Nope, I can't do this. I can't do this. Because somebody sent me a fan fiction, and I was like, yeah, why not? I'll read it. And I got like 2 paragraphs in, and I'm like, oh god, no.
I don't know if I mentioned this last time or not. That's how bad my memory is. But this is a quick note. Like, I can understand people going about their shipping and stuff.
Fictional characters.
Fictional characters. But I can't stand it when it's like actual people. Like, these are people, you
Right.
know. They exist. I'm sure they don't give a fuck. But for me, like, I can't do it. I can't take part in that. I can't even read that shit. But I do enjoy the like AUs where it's like, oh, they're GTA 5 characters or they're Minecraft characters, not them as people, but the characters in game. I'm like, see,
they were
that's cool.
people,
That's
Carl.
Shut up.
Good people.
God damn it. Carl.
Okay. What seriously? What did you guys think of Until Dawn Part 7? If you saw it,
I only watched part 1. I wasn't.
I couldn't stand that episode.
because you were like, they're fucking everything up.
In your dorm.
I hate it. Well, okay, so first off, it was a little bit annoying that they lost the face cam, but I can understand
Right.
that. They lose footage all the time. That was nothing new. What annoyed me is the fact that they replaced Ryan with Jeff, and then Ryan shows up later in the video. It's like, why did they not wait 40 minutes for him to show up
But here's the
to
thing.
do it?
If that
And then just
video
like-
had
and
then
ended
just like-
They
with
can't
everybody,
just-
but I don't know, the one guy who already died in the previous video who got hung up on the hook. Spoiler. If
From what I
Matt.
understand,
You're supposed to say spoiler before.
Well,
you
yeah,
say
well, I
it.
think
they have a tight
spoilers are
schedule
stupid.
when they
It's
do
like,
this stuff.
if you want to stay in a box, stay in a box. But if they had finished that video with everybody living, then
Straight Snape kills gay Dumbledore.
yeah.
What?
If
Spoilers.
they if they had ended that video with everybody else surviving and making all the right decisions, it wouldn't have been Achievement Hunter, right?
Good point. Yeah, you're right.
Because Achievement Hunter is they're not
guess,
like
but-
it's a very deceptive name because they're not really achieving much.
I
They're
know what
just
you're saying.
doing malarkey and shenanigans.
If you want to see like a good, not good per se, but if you want to see like a serious playthrough or a walkthrough shit like that, go look it up. It's there. If you want to see the people you know and love laughing their asses off and having a good time playing a video game, whether or not they do well in it or not, Achievement Hunter's for you. You know. But,
Yeah, okay, so you brought up a point, Mary, about Matt dying. Matt died on Ryan's hands.
Who's
Like,
Matt?
Yeah,
Right.
okay, but
No.
let's be fair about that. The reason
so Ryan,
he died
Ryan
is because
Ryan playing led to Matt dying. So it was already Achievement Hunter with Ryan at the helm. Ryan leaves to go do whatever. They give it to the jumpiest
yes,
guy in
but
Achievement
it's
Hunter
funny.
playing the horror game.
It was that was
From
great.
what I understand, the point of the Let's Watch is their reaction.
But the reason here's the thing. I think most of the people in Achievement Hunter, if they had played the part where who was it who died? Yeah,
On the hooks?
Matt. Okay.
Matt.
When
Matt died on the hooks.
The reason that happened is because he chose to try and save the chick. I'm sorry, I don't have these names down. He chose to save her the second time.
The chick who fell down the elevator?
Yeah, he chose to go after
Jessica.
He chose to go after her a second time. And that's the decision, from what I've read, that's the decision that gets you, spoiler, to him dying. To Matt dying. So,
does anybody bang in these games?
No.
Fuck that.
Chris and no, it's not Chris. Yeah, I think
The
it's
one with the faux hawk?
I think it's Chris and Ashley. No, who was it in the cabin that almost has sex?
What?
It's some guy and Ashley because Ashley gets pulled out of the window.
Am I
and
the
she
only
goes
one
to-
who like?
She goes to
They
look at the
don't
window.
have sex, they're
she
just
goes,
talking about
looks
it.
out the window.
No, put
No,
yourself in
they
the
were
shoes
they
of a
were
murder-
about to
of a-
they
of
were
a
about
horror
to
villain who kills
get
people.
into it,
Yeah, but that's like...
and then she gets pulled out of the window. I think it was Chris and Ashley.
Jenkins.
Shut up.
God damn it! I don't know what the game is. Like I haven't watched this, so I'm just like these.
Oh
names.
wow, we're just ruining everything for you. Okay.
I don't want to watch them because I'm a giant bitch.
No,
like
yeah,
I'm saying.
listen.
You should
I am
absolutely-
too.
you should-
I'm
you
into,
should still
they're not
watch
as
it.
bad as like when I watched the Five Nights at Freddy's.
That's apples and oranges right here. We're talking about dumb animatronic robots that
No,
aren't
no, no,
scared.
no,
No,
I'm
if
terrified
you
of that.
can,
Hold on a second.
if you can get through Five Nights at Freddy's, you can get through.
Here's the thing:
Untitled.
Yeah?
Five Nights at
All right.
Freddy's.
Oh, yeah.
This is the way I have to watch it. I have to download it from the internet into an MP4 file, and then I have to cover everything but the Gavin and Michael's reaction screen, and then I listen to it there, and I write down the times that they scream, and then
You know they just put that in the comments.
I didn't
right?
realize that until like the fourth or fifth time I was watching stuff, because I like to watch stuff as soon as it comes out. If I have a second, because otherwise it ends up getting pushed a week. But that's like
So you go through all this work to watch Michael play Five Nights at Freddy's while Gavin
yeah,
screams.
because the thing is I don't want to
You go
have
through
a
all
heart
this
attack,
work to watch.
and
Oh my god.
In Five Nights at Freddy's, I see your point, but in Five Nights at Freddy's, you can usually tell when a jump scare is coming.
yeah.
like a
See,
really
I don't
bad
pay.
one.
No, not
Usually
me.
you tell.
I can't.
Speaking of horror games, I used to, before PewDiePie got all big and stuff and screamy and all that, I used to watch him when he played Cry of Fear. It's the one that has the chainsaw monster that chases after you and you can't
That
kill
sounds
it.
hilarious. Is it just a dude made out of chainsaws? Because that'd be great.
No, I think he has chainsaw hands or whatever. But
Chainsaw hands.
so I'm sitting down, I'm watching it on my iPod, and I'm eating a cup of noodles. I have my iPod in front of me, in front of the cup of noodles, and
Oh boy.
so I'm eating it, and a jump scare happens, and I jump, and I knocked over my cup of noodles, and I almost fucked up my arm, because it landed like an inch away from my arm, and cup of noodles can really fuck you up,
Yeah.
because
At least it
the
didn't
noodles
fall
are
on your
the water.
yeah.
Yeah, I was sitting. It was far on the table, but if like if you if say if you're a dumbass and you dump a cup of noodles on your arm, the boiling water is going to hurt, but it's not what's
Listen
going
up,
to cause.
Chris.
It's not going to cause the most damage. It's the noodles that are going to cause the most damage because they were boiling for however long, and they're wrapping around your arm.
Did you
and
hurt
sticking
your
to
arm or what?
No, I'm explaining that I almost fucked up my arm.
Oh.
I said that. I didn't fuck up my arm, but I almost did.
Well, good thing, or you'd have to get your buddy to help you.
You need an extra hand.
Laughs on you. It would have fucked up my left arm, and I used my right.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't know which arm is your primary arm. Come on.
Well,
he could be
if
ambidextrous. He could be ambidextrous. So
if you lost your left arm, you'd be stuck going traditional. You couldn't go Euro grip.
You couldn't
my
do the
God.
stranger.
I want to know, does anybody do that and actually feel like it's somebody else
No,
doing
I think
it?
you'd just be
Or is that-
distracted by the
I feel
tingling
like-
feeling in your arm, right?
it feels.
I feel
weird.
like
Yeah.
people who say like, oh, switching arms makes you feel like a different person. Bollocks.
I think it's just.
I think that's
doesn't.
crap.
A joke
It doesn't.
that's gotten
Yeah, it's
perpetuated.
supposed to make you break your penis.
My shoulders are fucked up. Like my
From
left
too
shoulder.
much masturbating, I assume.
No, my left shoulder. Back when
It's
I
all
was
in the wrist, man. It's all in the wrist.
back when I was Marco's size, I
Wow.
basically dislocated my shoulder by falling while I was rock climbing at school. We had a spirit festival and all that. Dude,
You
shut
got bullied
up,
and
let me
somebody pushed you
finish.
down the stairs, you fucking loser.
No, no, they couldn't have moved me. I was like 200 pounds back then. I'm still 200 pounds, but I was short and fat.
I got beat up a lot in high school. Right?
Well, so because my left arm was fucked up, my right arm thought, "Oh, I feel so bad for your left arm. Let's hurt too." So now both my shoulders have the same pain. I was righty, but it hurts too much to use my right arm. If you could hear the cracking, that's my shoulders.
That's,
Going back
ugh.
to the horror like movie aspect and stuff. Can you imagine being in your? I'm sorry, the cracking bones and stuff. I'm like Andrew. It makes me. But basically, can you imagine being in the shoes of like the murderer in a horror movie, be it Michael Myers or Jason, whatever?
Yes.
And you see you see a couple teenagers having sex, and you're like, your thought is, I'm gonna kill those guys in the middle of it. Like that's effed up, man.
Yeah.
Like for me, that's like no. I'd be nice. I'd be like, I'm gonna be courteous. I'm gonna wait for at least the girl to finish.
You
know?
think if two teenagers are having sex, the girl's gonna finish? That's sweet of you.
At least be a gentleman about it before you axe their heads in.
Have you guys seen the TV show Fargo?
Family Guy.
Fargo.
Fargo, no.
It spoilers for those who haven't watched the show. I think this is in the second episode or whatnot. Fargo takes place in Minnesota or someplace in the U.S. where they sound Canadian.
That would be Minnesota, yes.
Well, so
Minnesota, eh?
there were the two people in a bar. It was a character somewhat important in the world, but not in the show. And he's fucking a prostitute or whatever, and she's going, yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I can take you out to the back.
That was terrible. That was the worst.
Was that
accent
Irish?
ever.
Was that Irish? What was that?
She's going, yeah, and then the guy that's fucking her spits up blood on her, and then he falls on her. Someone had stabbed him in the back of the neck.
Good
What the
Lord.
fuck is wrong with you?
It was referencing to
How
you saying
weird
that,
is your fetish?
Jesus,
dude. He just talked about watching two teenagers have sex before killing
I
them.
didn't talk about watching teenagers have sex. You can't make those kind of accusations. I will not be on another list.
You're already on the list, dude. But
I'm saying
Yeah,
that
I
if
was-
I was a horror movie villain, I would patiently wait outside, do something else, occupy my time until they were done, and then when they're nice and relaxed, then I chop their heads off.
dude, you don't have to wait a minute.
Oh, good one for me.
But no, it was because it was I forgot the term, but it was referencing what you had said in how horror movie villains kill people while they're having sex. And it also cracked me up because the lady was going, yeah, 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 and then starts screaming because there's blood on her. Yeah,
I see the connection you're making.
It cracked me up because it reminded me of someone was talking about how in porn people say yeah, yeah, or whatever.
Oh God,
whatever.
Oh God,
Yeah, that's not what real dirty
And
talk
so
sounds like.
Fuck me.
It would start cracking me up because it reminded me of where
wrong
someone
hole,
was saying
hole.
to people are having sex and they're going, yep, 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 yep,
What?
yep, yep. Yeah, you
Oh,
don't
buddy.
say that.
Oh, buddy.
Yep, 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 yep.
Oh boy. Oh, boy.
I love
Oh,
watching the
boy.
wavelengths on Audacity.
Yeah, you guys are making this fun to edit.
Yeah, you're
Sucks
going
to
to have
you,
fun editing out my
scrub.
ums.
God.
You did write down where you made a horrible comment, right? That I want people to wonder what it was.
Oh yeah, talking about Kool-Aid.
I wrote the time down for that, and I'm gonna edit that out.
Wow, man. Topical. Get the
If
fuck
I
outta
got
here,
offended
Vince.
by
I'm just
things, I'd be offended.
Wait.
Hey man, if I actually gave a crap about my mother's illness, I would be so angry.
Oh, sorry guys. I forgot about
I don't
that.
care. Dude, I don't care.
I don't.
No,
She's fine.
it was
If there ever comes a
it's
day where I'm
joke
offended by a
because,
word, just shoot me. You have my permission.
well, I was referencing the part that is hopefully getting cut out. Otherwise,
I
I'm
don't
going
wanna
to sound
test
like
you.
more of an asshole than I am. But I've been told by people of a certain nature that
Jacob?
no,
Of a certain
You-
nature? Like
Yeah,
tree
that,
people?
Yay. What?
yes, that
Like wood nymphs?
Like the ones that
The
throw
o-
apples at you.
um
Tree people.
that's getting a bit too racy, but
What?
that
What-
you're not
who-
making Kool-Aid
You
until
think
it tastes
tree
like
people are
battery
gonna
acid.
get? You think tree people are gonna get offended? Tree people are gonna listen to this and be like, "I am so offended right now. I'm gonna throw
Hey, we
apples
could
at that
piss off-
kid's house."
Forest fairies?
You could piss off some ants.
Water... Mermaids.
Hey, that was my nickname
mermaids.
in high school.
You're pissing off the mermaids.
Yeah, so
God.
yeah, I'm hoping that part gets cut out. Otherwise, I'm going to seem even more of an asshole than I already am.
Why, for saying something about diabetes?
No,
Nah.
because
Don't say it again. If it was
People
that
of a
bad,
certain
don't say it
nature?
again.
no. Never mind. Shut up.
Vince, get out.
Okay, I'm just going to leave the call.
No, please don't. I keep forgetting. Fucking. Oh. No, I forgot.
I keep forgetting. Oh no, I forgot.
My train of thought
Choo
literally went
choo!
like bye bye. Yeah, it got the fuck out. Got out of dodge.
You have a train of thought, but only has one-way tracks.
There you go.
Okay, so going back to when I wanted to bring this up, I was I spent a lot of my time on Reddit, and I went to normally I just have my front page up, but I hit all so I could see the most popular stuff from every subreddit. It was this picture. This guy, this kid gave his mother a gag gift. Jesus, a gag
Shut
gift
up,
for her
Marco.
40th
Well,
birthday.
broken arms, you see.
And so
Oh, you mean Jolly
his-
Ranchers?
for his mother's birthday, this kid gave her a book, and it looks legit. It's got the #1 bestseller sticker on it. A comprehensive guidebook, information compiled by expert studies involving one-on-one field research. It's by Dr. Love You More, and it's called Sex After 40. You open it up, and every page of the book is blank.
Oh, I
He
saw
has this
that.
album. He has this album on Imgur, and it's like his mom like posing with the book, and she's flipping through it, and he's dying in the background.
I'm gonna.
Where
have
can
to
I
check
buy
that
this
out.
book?
Maybe you're supposed to draw
Yes,
stuff in.
No,
I'm gonna
you
gonna
don't
put
get
this-
the joke.
Use your imagination.
Because I
and
gotta
artistic
tell
skills
you,
to
I gotta
draw
tell
your
you, when
mom
you
getting
reach a
plowed
certain
by a
age,
black guy.
Are you over 40?
from what I've heard, when you reach a certain age, it gets weird. And
From what you've heard, huh? From what you've
yes,
heard.
from what I've heard and witnessed
I
firsthand.
love you, Mary.
You get weird when you hit a
Very,
certain
very
age. You
good.
no longer care. And I can give evidence to this because
That age is called 18.
no, I think you're more like let's try a new thing, but at the same time, when you're 18, you don't
my
want
ass.
to piss off who you're about to have sex with because you're like, holy shit, I'm about to have sex, like that sort of thing. But here's my evidence. Do you think that Sunday driving story, the Jeff Griffin Sunday driving story, do you think that could have happened
Hold on.
before he was 40? Like, do you think that no, they just
Hold
decided
on.
to get weird after
First
10
of
years
all-
of marriage and
From what I heard, and then later on the fucking happy hour podcast, that was non-consensual because he was drunk and he could not consent.
okay.
That's what Tumblr tells me.
Okay, Tumblr
So-
it needs to get laid.
Tumblr sucks.
Hey, listen, Tumblr is God, all right? Don't you dare
Tumblr
insult our
needs
Tumblr.
to have some mutually
If you can't
blah
tell,
blah
I
blah
am joking.
happy sex that ends in mutual orgasms all around because they are so uptight about
Don't
things.
you tell Tumblr what it needs. Tumblr knows what it needs.
Tumblr,
God damn it.
you know, I remember reading when the whole when the Portal House thing happened. the-
What?
The
where they
yeah,
were-
the Let's
Yeah,
Bolt
yeah, I
and the Connect the Hots game.
The-
When that all happened, I remember
Yeah.
reading some comments on the subreddit, and it was like, yeah, it was sort of borderline, too much, that sort of thing.
only
but
reason-
then somebody in the comments
the only
linked it
reason
to
I
Tumblr,
wouldn't
and
do
I was
that-
like, Jesus, people,
Oh, no.
god damn.
The only reason I wouldn't do that is because that's a waste of gas. I
Right?
don't have Jeff money to be
Right?
wasting on gas.
If I want to chat up sexy ladies, I'll just
And-
walk around and just be like, hey, what's up?
and if I had Jeff money or Gavin money, why the hell would I bother following them? I would literally just get out of the car and be like, hey, how's it going? Here's my
Well,
wallet.
Jeff was married then. Yeah, he was married.
Well, yeah.
Well, I said if I had Jeff money, not Jeff family life and, personal life. God, I wish I had Jeff's family life and
I
personal
want
life.
his
That'd be great.
tattoos.
Well, the
That-
tattoos are
God damn
something
it,
you
that-
can
can you cut that out, please?
accomplish.
That's a goal
You
you
can't
can
have Griffin, though. Because if
God
you
damn
even
it.
try,
Yeah, I know.
she has a chainsaw. She has several chainsaws, and she has different tips for those chainsaws, and she's very skilled. She is a frighteningly
more stuff
badass
about-
lady.
I need to look up more stuff about chainsaws because I didn't know chainsaws had tips. But speaking of tattoos,
Griffin,
you guys have
in
any
the
tattoos?
least, in the most non-weird, non-creepy way. I know that's a weird way to start off a sentence.
I want a motorboater.
but
Is that what you're
Griffin
going to say?
is what the fuck is wrong with you? What is wrong
Bam.
with you, Mary?
Just Mary
I'm
dropping
just-
the
I'm just
bombs over
guessing.
here.
So,
Of
I
what
was
you...
gonna say that Griffin is a lovely woman and a borderline goddess, among others.
She's really
and, that's
fierce.
it. I was gonna say.
Like, I really like
Yeah,
badass chicks.
I was gonna say that
and she's
great.
so awesome.
Like the biggest compliments I can give to anybody that I don't know, I give it to Griffin. But you could go with your route.
No,
Mary,
I
if
was
that's
guessing at what you were going to
what you
say.
You're fucking sick.
Speaking of Griffin and tattoos, do you guys have any tattoos?
Yeah.
No, because I'm not like.
I have
I'm not a
17.
man. Like I'm a man. I have man parts. What are they called? But I'm not man enough to get a tattoo because I'm a giant wuss.
I
My
have
father does.
2, and I'm planning my third.
Mary, did you say you
Yeah,
had tattoos?
I was kidding
You get a
about having
tattoo each
17. No, I
testicle?
just have one on my wrist because that's where you get them when you're a girl. However, I really want to get a sleeve. I just don't want to make hasty decisions. But then at the same time, I'm like, who cares? Who cares?
Get one big thing that just says memes.
No,
Best decision of your life.
dude, no.
I have 2 tattoos. I have 2 tattoos right now. Getting a third, and up until I find another artist, all my tattoos are free. And not because I have a friend who's a shitty tattoo artist. It's because my dad's a tattoo artist with 33 years experience. No, that would make him sad. No, yeah, 33 years of tattoo experience. I get all my tattoos for free.
You're a jerk. I mean, just
Wow, yeah, way to insult the guy for getting a gift from his father.
That's like...
My dad worked at Denny's. I got a lot of pancakes for free.
Actually, that's much better. I like you better.
Thank you. That's the best experience of my life, though, when I got to go down to the... He was a manager at Denny's, so I got to go to the Denny's after hours. Not after hours. The night shift. So I was literally there.
The over 65 special.
Shut up.
So you enjoy dipping into the pools at both ends of the spectrum, is what you're saying.
Shut the fuck up.
Good Lord.
Shut the fuck up. God damn it. No. There was an old guy who was really creepy sometimes, but that's beside the point.
That's not a nice thing to say about your dad.
I wish I was kidding. No, Jesus.
So there are a couple annoying things about...
Vince, I like you.
There are a couple things about being the son of a tattoo artist that are annoying.
I'm just kidding. I fucking hate your guts.
Yeah, I'll crush you. All of my friends ask me how much a tattoo costs, which I don't know because I'm not a tattoo artist. It varies from tattoo to tattoo. Or tattoo. And another thing is...
We're not talking about the Russian lesbians.
We're
talking about ink.
What?
What?
Oh, yeah, the Russian band Tattoo that were actually all fake lesbians.
Oh, well, there's a Walgreens near my house.
You know, that happens sometimes.
And there's this
fake
buzzing...
lesbians.
There's this buzzing noise in the Walgreens. Every time I walk past that section, I get really sleepy because when I was younger, I used to sleep in tattoo shops when my dad was tattooing, waiting for him to get off of work. So every time I'm walking through Walgreens, I'm like, ooh, happy.
Does your dad take that long to get off?
Tattoo?
God.
Do you know how long it takes to tattoo somebody? A small one takes an hour.
I know because my dad has a lot of tattoos. I've been with him to the places where he goes. But you said it takes a long time
God.
waiting for your dad. You would fall asleep waiting for your dad to get off. So I'm like, huh.
I want to get a
I just wanna
tattoo
know what that
of
was about.
Poison Ivy from Arkham Asylum on my leg.
I don't know who that is.
Okay, I can't speak
what?
to you anymore then.
I think I'm staring at her, right? Am I staring at her?
I don't
See the one
know.
in
Yeah,
the profile
that's-
picture?
Yeah,
Oh,
Mary,
yeah,
that's...
okay, yeah, sorry, I don't see my profile
Yeah,
picture.
and your
Yeah.
Skype profile picture.
I know who
Yeah,
Poison Ivy is.
that's
I'm just
Poison
kidding with
Ivy.
you. And that other guy, that's Naruto, right?
Shut up, Marco.
I forget, does that picture have the Hound in it?
Naruto, and then he uses the obelisk, the tormentor, to destroy... What's his name? The guy with the orange hair and the sword.
No, Marco.
Bleach. He drinks
No.
bleach.
Right, yeah.
Jesus,
And
all
then
right. Come on now.
and then Albert Einstein says, "Luke, I am your father." And then yeah. Mhm.
There you go.
Wasn't Darth
Pikachu.
Vader in Star Trek?
No.
I thought he was... No. That was Captain Kirk who was in Star Wars.
What?
What?
Yeah.
You mean like as part of like the court or whatever?
Are you telling me that Captain Kirk was in Star Wars? Like
I'm doing...
Captain Kirk the character.
You guys are not smart people. I was doing the same thing you motherfuckers were doing.
Wow, fuck you too.
You didn't make it up?
Wow.
I was
You were
valedictorian,
really,
guys.
you sounded dead
I'm
serious.
pretty fucking
Oh my
smart.
god.
I don't know what that means.
Like,
What?
I sounded like I was joking around, to my knowledge. You sounded like you were literally confused and baffled about it.
That's... Yeah.
If you wanted to sound clever, you could have made this joke like, oh, yeah, you know, Captain Kirk using his lightsaber to defeat whatever, like, Spaceballs or some shit like that.
Yeah, but I
You
don't
didn't-
know enough about either
Dude,
of those franchises
Spaceballs
to
is
speak
an
about it.
amazing movie. Don't you
Yeah.
dare speak shit about the show.
Hey, I'm not speaking serious. I like Spaceballs.
And then Snape was confronted with a monster, and he had to do his.
A one-eyed monster from the depths of my pants.
Hey,
No,
that
he's
sounds
not the
like
gay
a video
one.
I see
Come on,
on the
let's get
site.
Oh.
And then
Yeah,
Snape has to do his
straight-
dance to
Straight
become
Snape kills
Sailor
Gabe
Moon.
Dumbledore.
What?
See, that's
There you go.
absurd.
I mean, apples and oranges, but good
Hey,
try. Oh my gosh. You guys are
Bruce
fun.
Willis is dead
All right.
in that movie.
Spoiler
Who's
alert,
dead?
Jesus.
Oh. I thought you were like.
Sixth
I thought,
Sense.
I thought you were announcing to us that you were gonna like
No,
make sure of that.
if I was going to announce, I would go. And coming up next, Bruce Willis is dead, and then some other.
Do you
stuff.
think it's
Nah,
gonna
no,
be
the
like
way
one
you
of those
announced it
things,
first.
like when Bruce Willis actually does die?
No one's going to
Willis,
believe that he's actually
He's going to
dead.
die with erection. He's going to die hard.
I gotta tell you guys.
That's such a cop out, man.
Wow. I'm just gonna. Wow.
So
Nobody got
Bruce
my
Willis
joke.
is going
Fuck
to
you.
continue to make action movies until he's like super old, because as you know, old habits.
No.
That one's
God,
good.
shut
I like
up.
that one.
No, I don't know that.
Shut
I
your
made a
mouth.
cop out joke,
No, I don't.
which is a movie that people
Guys,
did
I'm
not.
gonna. Chris, Mary, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think we should get rid of Peter. He's really lost his steam.
Why would he get rid of Peter? He's not even on this podcast.
What are you talking about, Peter?
I'm Petter.
You gotta stop, Peter. I'm sorry. This is where
I like
this
Peter.
like bit. We as professionals, we're done, man.
Okay, we're professionals.
As professionals, as the consummate professionals that we
of
are.
being like barely adults doing a fan podcast. Professionals.
Barely legal adults getting
Listen,
down into.
Yeah, have you guys ever thought of doing
Jesus
porn? Because
Christ.
that would help get you through college.
Are you on Vince's site right now, Marco?
Hey, I can send you a link.
Please do.
My friends want to start up a porn company,
Why does he
and
keep wanting to send me porn links? Stop, Peter. Bring Vince back. Where's Vince from last week? I miss Vince.
he's on the site. My friends in high school, they wanted to start up a porn company, and I would be the writer for it.
The writer?
And they told me to come up with a name. Yeah,
You're
for-
the guy who comes up
Porn.
with, would you like some pizza that has sausage on it?
This week on Porn Weekly.
No, I was going right about lemon stealing whores, but no, they told me to come up with the name for it, and I thought, and anyone listening who wants to use this name, they can. Sweet Eruption Production.
I like it.
Jesus.
I want to go to bed.
Usually, when when I'm talking with people I've never met online before,
So not
I'm the-
often.
no, that's in person. So when I'm talking with people
Marco, I
I've never
got
met
that
before
joke, thank
online,
you.
I'm usually the youngest one. I am amazed to find out that I'm the second oldest.
Well, I mean, when's your birthday?
March 30th. I'm 20.
Oh, you're 20? Oh, fuck
Yeah,
you.
I told you that already, dude.
I'm 37.
Like, I asked you how old you were. I said,
I have a habit of not listening to people named Peter.
Jesus. But
so
why is it...
I'm glad
I
you've been
like
listening to me, because I'm Petter.
I love
God,
Peter. I don't know
we're
who this
still
guy is.
going on with this joke.
It's Marco's
I'm
joke.
not going to stop until
I feel really bad for Peter the next time he's
Until I get the
on.
love of my life back.
Everyone's going to be like, what the fuck, Peter? Why are you talking about, like,
You know,
porn
as
and
soon
all
as
that?"
we,
And then
like,
Vincent
10
will
minutes
be
into
awesome.
recording the podcast, he came up on Skype, and I was like...
Yeah,
Well,
he
let's not talk about him like
messaged
he's-
he
not
messaged
talking
me
about-
personally on Skype. He's
So
like, he's like, hey, is the podcast live?
He's like those he's
And I'm like, yeah, we
that
started like
worker
15
where
minutes
you
ago. He's
fire
like,
him from you fire him from his job, and he comes back the next day with a gun.
Who are you rotating next?
Oh, that's me. It's me. I can feel it.
no, like I said, I'll be rotating out the fourth seat. So, whoever would be in Vince's spot
Oh, really?
this week is going to be.
Hey! Marco,
Yeah,
you
just
and
to-
we have
I ask as a favor to
reprieve.
everybody in the.
God, I was going to make a joke
yeah,
about how I
yeah.
can't count and all that, being glad I'm not fourth seat, but I couldn't think of
Wow.
it. Like, I would say, like, oh, yeah, I'm glad I'm not the fourth seat.
I want to go ahead and ask
Okay,
everybody
count.
who's listening right now, as a personal favor to me, and if you could do this for me, it would mean the world. I want you to go down to that comment section when this video is posted on YouTube, after you've listened to all of it and liked and subscribed. I'm a piece of shit, I know. I want you to comment #bring Peter back.
Okay, and what I'm asking you to
Marco,
do
you're such a
is,
cocksucker.
is I'm asking you to,
I know
to
together
take
you
out
can reunite
your,
me with the love
your
of my life.
privates and set them on your keyboard. And just whatever they happen to type, submit that. Because then I'll know. I'll know it's a personal favor to me from you, and I will appreciate it.
Hey Chris, should I be an asshole like these two and give a plug?
No, you don't get to plug anything.
No.
All you get to plug is your headphones.
Listen, if he's got a butt plug, he can use it. I'm cool with it.
All right, good point.
I was waiting for that joke. Thank you for making that joke, Mary.
Thank you for taking the burden off Chris's shoulders.
I don't know
so
what we would do without you.
Yeah.
You would have two less tits.
Mary is the BDSM and butt plug.
Probably.
That's your
But
specialty.
it doesn't
Very
necessarily
true.
mean you'd have zero, you know.
God.
Wow. Okay, you making a fat guy joke?
No, listen, you don't have to be... Lawrence isn't fat, and he has...
Nicole Arbor over here.
Hey now, don't even. That bitch, she can choke on a dick. Seriously. I fucking...
Wow.
Those Canadians, I swear to God.
And that's a Peter joke again.
Mary, where's this coming from? What's with all this
I
anger?
think...
Never in my life will I allow a Canadian on this podcast.
Why?
It's just a joke, because Peter's
Oh,
Canadian.
would you mistake them for people from Minnesota?
Bring Peter back.
Did you guys watch the Let's Play Live documentary?
No, because I'm too poor to be a sponsor.
No, I've just not gotten around to signing up to be a sponsor.
I don't have money.
I like the free month, but I've just not had the motivation to sign up yet. I want to watch it because the trailer made it look awesome.
I think it's one of the best things that's come out of not just Achievement Hunter but Rooster Teeth. And I know they didn't do it, but they were part of it. And just sort of watching the little bit that they showed us of like the setup and stuff. They're amazing people. They're wonderful. I mean, we already knew that, but I'm just sort of in awe about how amazing it ended up being. And there's my sincere moment.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Achievement Hunter live action things. I mean, Shenanigans was fucking amazing.
See, I'm more a fan of their
but-
real life stuff than, because I don't come for the games. I come for the.
Marco, stop linking those.
I don't.
Please,
I
no
don't
one repeat
go
what I'm
watch
linking in the chat.
Rooster
Please
Teeth and
don't.
Achievement Hunter videos for the content necessarily. I do it because I like the people. Because I'll watch stuff that I have no interest in, like that Pizza Hut sponsored short. I was like, this is gonna be dumb, but I saw that Barbara was in it, and I saw that Josh was in it, and I was like, well, I like both of them.
Josh Flanagan makes everything better.
Well, the thing is,
Josh Flanagan.
the thing.
Whatever. I saw the bitch.
The problem I have with watching videos is I have to like what the video. I have to like the content in the video.
This is why he mods porn.
No, because I can't stand the video otherwise. So, like for example, I love watching Markiplier's stuff. Can't stand watching his like comedy games. I like the horror stuff. Loved PewDiePie. I can't stand him now.
I don't know what that is.
You really don't know who PewDiePie is.
I'm repressing it.
Listen, the dude.
I'm repressing every.
And you're calling me stupid?
Yeah.
I.
No, I love you,
Petter.
Peter.
I feel like
I wonder
you
how
guys
many
need to
times my
maybe
actual
just
name has been
phone
said in this
and
podcast.
then get through the.
By me, like twice.
I mean my real name, not Petter or Peter. Well, hey, someone gives me money for a ticket. Let's see. We'll see where things ends up.
What, to go watch Markiplier?
Yeah. But like
Markiplier live.
Like for example, I have a couple friends who record videos.
No,
and
you don't.
Yeah, I have a couple of friends. You're an asshole. I have a couple of friends
It's getting tense up in
who
here.
record videos, but I
We
don't.
need some peanut butter.
I don't watch their videos because I can't concentrate. I'm not interested.
Get the King's Cross or whatever
St.
the hell
Andrews.
the Rosemary Cross you called it.
St. Andrew's Cross.
There you go. You
We're on the same
weird
page now,
sex
Chris.
cross.
Where do you live again?
Same page, different book.
No.
But
I'll let you know in private after the podcast.
Oh boy. Getting saucy.
you could just check his Skype profile to see where he
He
lives.
lives in Detroit.
Not the exact address.
I know,
it doesn't
but
say fucking 421 40 way or some shit like that.
421 41.
That's a real place.
421 40 way.
That's where you guys
I
send
meant to say,
fan
like,
mail, by the way.
I meant to say Fortune Way or something, Avenue or something like that, but it came out 40 way.
Well,
That
the
was
funny thing about giving out addresses. A couple of my
What's
friends.
the funny thing about
Listen,
giving out
a couple of my
addresses?
friends came over. They wanted to record a video. My house has the best overall look because my mom's an artist. She paints a bunch of shit. And so we're sitting down. I'm joining them in the video, and they're talking. And my friend goes, "Yeah, I'm at Vincent's house. He lives on insert my address here." And I go, yeah. Please keep my address out of the video. I don't want people to know where I live." And he goes, "Oh shit, dude, I'm sorry." And yeah, I think that was the first time I had some. That's racist, Marco. That's the first time I had someone cut out something from a video. And I think I've had Chris cut out like 6 things from this video.
Yeah, there's definitely
Only
an
if you
entire
pay me,
segment
Marco.
that's just going to be a blink. All right.
Well, this has been
This-
an
The
eventful
challenge finder?
podcast.
You can't react to stuff in a
This
Skype
is-
chat. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's like
God.
So
All right.
that's why I'm here. I don't make sense.
I think this sort of
Like,
fell
I'm
apart.
I'm
toward the
gonna.
end
I'm
here.
gonna.
guys, our fearless
God
leader
damn
is
it.
talking.
Yeah. This definitely. Once you guys learn that we could all still see Skype chat and learn how to not make a noise doing it, we fell off a cliff.
Like
All right.
Beth and
I'm
Hannah.
gonna call. All right, and we've brought it full circle. All right, I'm gonna call this podcast for the night. All right, Marco,
Call
Jesus. All right, enough of that.
Marco Jesus. I thought it was Marco Polo.
Thank you everybody for listening. You probably won't be seeing much of me again.
Or me. You won't see
Yeah.
Peter very much, but you'll probably see Vincent pretty soon.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah. He's the next person in the lineup.
Mary. Okay.
So, thank you everybody for putting up with us this long. We'll see you back here next week for the next
Bye.
episode of the RT Fancast.
Bye,
Have a good night,
everyone.
everybody.
Nighty nights.
Bye.
See you.
Much love.